Meet the next Golden State Warriors of the NBA in the Denver Nuggets.
Sing that shit. Shit. I want the world. Yeah, I want the world. Yeah, I want it all. Said I want the world. Yeah, I want the world. I'm coming to get it. Don't care what you heard. Don't care what you heard. I'm taking it all because I want the world. Yeah, I want the world.
With the 14th pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Michael Porter Jr. from the University of Missouri.
What a time to be a Denver Nuggets fan. So as a Nuggets fan watching the draft the other night, I never expected that we would get Michael Porter Jr. It wasn't even a thought process, but as he kept dropping and dropping and dropping, I just kept getting more excited until, well, you know the whole story. And I know the reason why he even dropped so low to the 14th pick is because of his whole medical history with the whole back injury that caused him to miss his whole freshman year in college, and with recently that small hip injury he suffered during the pre-draft workouts. But even so, drafting Michael Porter Jr. is a risk that I'm willing to take because this guy, when healthy, has proven to arguably be the best player in this year's NBA draft. At 6'10", 6'11", he's an unbelievable scorer, best shooting big man in the draft, athletic and plays great defense and can even handle the ball. There's a reason why a lot of people were comparing him to the likes of a Kevin Durant. And with that being said, he fits right in with this Denver Nuggets team. Not to mention, we did need an upgrade at the small forward position from Wilson Chandler. And you know, it's not just that he fits in with this Nuggets team. This is the best situation Michael Porter Jr. could have been drafted in with this whole back injury situation. Because let's say he were to go to some other team like the Cavs or the Knicks or maybe the Atlanta Hawks, he would be under a lot of pressure to produce, especially once again under his whole back injury situation. And that takes a mental and physical toll on a player. And you know, he might not become the player that we all think he could possibly be if he went to those other teams, especially with reports coming out saying he might sit out his rookie season next year. The Nuggets gives him the best opportunity to recover fully back to health without being rushed or under a lot of pressure, because the Nuggets already have a lot of proven players on their roster, and I'm perfectly fine with him sitting out a year. We all seen what sitting out a year did for Ben Simmons, and I'm confident it'll do the same for Michael Porter Jr. because I'd rather him be 100% than play on a broken back. Because when healthy, again, this guy can be the best player in this year's NBA draft. But let's say he does get 100% back to health, we could possibly be looking at the next Golden State Warriors of the NBA in the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets are the most underrated young team in the NBA. You hardly hear anybody ever talk about the Nuggets. It's mostly the Celtics, you know, or the 76ers or the Los Angeles Lakers. But just like the Warriors, the Nuggets drafted almost all of their star talent, like Jamal Murray, who's drafted by the Nuggets in the 2016 NBA draft as the 7th pick. And you also had Gary Harris, who was drafted by the Nuggets in the 2014 NBA draft as the 19th pick. And Nikola Jokic has proven to be one of the biggest steals in maybe NBA history, as he was drafted in the 2014 NBA draft in the 2nd round as the 41st pick. And all these guys have extremely high potential in the NBA. Jamal Murray has proven to be one of the best scoring guards in the NBA, and Gary Harris has proven to be one of the best two-way players in the NBA. He's an extremely underrated defender in the NBA and a player as a whole. And I also made a video talking about him and how he's similar to the likes of a Kawhi Leonard. So if you guys want to go check that out, I'll leave a link to it in the description box below. Also, Jamal Murray and Gary Harris is the most underrated backcourt in the NBA. And you also have the best passing big man in the NBA in Nikola Jokic, and he's proven to be a great scorer as well. Also, not to mention, they have a great vet in Paul Millsap, who has a lot of experience. Also, this team's offense is kind of built like the Warriors. They like to pass, move the ball around, and do a lot of cutting. Everybody gets to touch the ball, and that's what makes Nikola Jokic so dangerous as a playmaker, especially in this offense. Personally, I think he has the potential to be a superstar in the NBA. And you also have Gary Harris, who's one of the best off-ball players in the NBA and is able to create for himself and for others. And if Michael Porter Jr. does live up to his potential, we will be able to maximize his ability in the Nuggets' unselfish offense, and this team can be extremely deadly for years to come. Although the biggest downside to this team is your defense, which has caused them to miss the playoffs for the past few years, and during the past 2 seasons alone, they only missed the playoffs by only one game. But As they develop, I have no doubt that they will become better on that side of the floor with guys like Harris, Millsap, and Michael Porter Jr. if healthy. But overall, you gotta admit that this team is kinda built like the Golden State Warriors. They have a great backcourt, and when healthy, they have the potential to have one of the best front courts in the NBA. All these guys have all-star potential, some even superstar potential in the NBA. And with time and development, and if Michael Porter Jr. is able to stay healthy, and if they stay hungry, this team will be deadly in a few years or even sooner than expected. But with that being said, that is all I got for you guys today. And let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. And with that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, share, subscribe for more NBA content. And with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you all later. Peace.